I'm Tim. I work for the Self-Advocates of Washington. It's a nonprofit organization, and what I do is I go into classrooms with students that are in high school or transition age, and I teach them about advocacy skills. You know, I have to prepare lesson plans, and I have to present material to a group and be a part of meetings where we discuss what we're going to do and stuff like that. How I got the job is that I was, originally when I got out of high school, I was in the community-based transition program in Tacoma, and I initially started working at the greenhouse, but Self-Advocates of Washington had already been teaching their material to the transition program, and so when I heard their lessons and when I heard one of their speakers named Mike, I became really interested in advocacy and what that movement, you know, to help people become better advocates for themselves. And so I approached them and asked them if I could somehow be involved with what they were doing. And I was actually given the opportunity to be an intern for 2 years. And, you know, originally I was paid stipends, but then I contracted with them to become, you know, an hourly rate. And just recently I got hired on as a full employee, so
Yeah.
so that's that.
Does anyone have any questions for Tim? Yes.
Timothy, when is your pay? When did you get paid?
So what did I get paid when I started? So when I started out, I only got paid $30 stipend for each class that I went to. But you know, that you start out, and then later on I got paid more, you know, because I got an hourly rate, and so.
Okay.
So the harder you worked and the more experience you got, the more you got paid.
Right.
Which is great.
That's right.
What was the most challenging part of your job?
Honestly, learning public speaking, especially having to suddenly be a teacher to peers in my own age group. I mean, that was very, it was something that I had a lot of challenge learning how to do with confidence, so.
Challenging job.
I was just kind of going off that, like, how did you practice that? Did you just have to, like, keep doing it, public speaking, or did you have, like, tools that you used?
You know, honestly, I just kept practicing it, and I was really lucky because I had mixed groups. So I had groups of people who were some people that I already knew. Like in this group, there are a couple people I know, and then there are also people that I don't know. And so that's how I learned to develop my skills talking to people that I don't know.
Questions? Yes.
How important has this transition program been for you and your success?
You know, it's taught me a lot of really valuable skills. A lot of skills like things to do when you're on the job, you know, how to interact with other people. And it's also taught me a lot of things about the field that I really wanted to work in before I found advocacy, which is horticulture. You know, I really wanted to be a gardener and work in a greenhouse, and I learned a lot about that. And so I know that those are skills that I'm definitely going to be able to take away and make use of in the future. So.
What were some of the jobs
You know, I didn't realize that I wanted to do this kind of work when I was in high school, and I really didn't do anything in high school that I felt really prepared me for advocacy and speaking, but I definitely think that there are probably a lot of good resources at high schools for that. It's just something I didn't know I wanted to do at the time.
Did you do jobs in high school? Did you have jobs in the program that you're in school?
Yeah, so when I was in school, I was a TA, a teacher's assistant in advanced plant biology. And I took a lot of those type of courses because that's what I was really interested in doing. And at Lincoln we had a greenhouse, so I was able to get a lot of hands-on experience with that.
Well, as a TA, you would have had experience helping others.
That's true too. I didn't think about that.
They were both involved in growing
Yeah.
things and people.
That's-
So speaking of that, Tim, it sounds like it was really rewarding what you do. Can you talk a little bit about how that works for you in terms of your feelings about rewarding experience working with people like this?
Oh my goodness. I almost can't because it's an indescribable feeling. It's just when I go into the schools and I see students who, we're teaching our curriculum and I see them have this like light bulb turn on and they have this moment where they're thinking, oh, well, I can do that. You know what I mean? It's just something that is an amazing feeling, and that's one of the big reasons why I do this work. I want everyone to be able to feel like that because those were the opportunities that I had, so.
How about advice for other students who are involved in transitioning and getting ready to enter the world of work?
I would just say, don't be terrified. It's, I know that it seems really, really overwhelming. When I had to have an interview for this job, I was terrified. But it's okay, because the people who are interviewing you, they really want you to be successful, and they want to find someone that's going to be successful doing that job, and you shouldn't be afraid of them. That was the biggest hurdle that I had personally.